Hi, and thanks for checking out our initial installment of the Pantagraph Prep Preview. It's a video segment we're debuting this season where each week we'll take a look at some of the key games for the Friday night, and that's something new we're trying this season. So I'm Assistant Sports Editor Joe Deacon, and joining me is someone you guys all recognize from his columns each week in the Pantagraph. This is Sports Editor Randy Kindred. Randy, you ready for a season of football?
I'm ready. This is my 35th year of high school football. The forward pass was just a rumor when I started, but I'm looking forward to jumping back in.
Great. Now, just so you all know, while our staff has quite a bit of experience covering the local sports scene, we're not that experienced in front of the camera. We're just trying this something new, so we're going to do the best we can with it. We might not be perfect, but we're going to try it, have a little fun.
There's a reason that we majored in journalism and not broadcasting, but we'll give it a try.
No doubt about it. So let's get this started off with a big change for our reigning Pantagraph Area Player of the Year. Quarterback Arion Worman has transferred from U-High, and now he's going to be a senior at Normal West. Randy, what do you expect for the Wildcats this year?
I think it's going to be, I think it's already been a smooth transition because he went to school at Prairie Land Elementary, then Parkside Junior High. He knows many of these players he's playing with now, and his talents translate to any team he's going to be on. I mean, he's just so dynamic, and I think then West is the last few years they've opened up their offense quite a bit. I think he's a really good fit for what they like to do.
Yeah, and the Wildcats get started Friday night at home against Belleville. Which Belleville is it?
They're Belleville West, I believe, yes.
Yeah, and now over at U-High, they've got a change with Nick Phelan. He was a junior. He's going to take into the quarterback role and replace Worthman. They've also got a change on the bench. And tell us about what Mike Troll is going to be able to do with the Pioneers.
Well, I think it's a good fit for him because he's been at U-High as an assistant coach for 11 years, I think it was, and these kids know him and they know what to expect from him. And he has told me that he learned some things from Dusty Burke, the former U-High coach, in terms of how to approach things and how to take advantage of the talent you have, and not necessarily be stuck in a system, but more or less make the most of the talents that are available. And they have a lot of talent, even with Arion Worthman having transferred. Yeah,
tell us about obviously the quarterback situation now with Nick.
Yeah, he for the last 2 years, Dusty Burke was saying that if Nick was at any other school, he would be starting and probably be a star quarterback. But he was just stuck behind Arion, and now I really expect him to have a big year. He's a senior now, and he's kind of been waiting for this opportunity, and he's very talented. We saw last year when he would get in games in the second half, very fast. He broke a lot of long runs, and Mike Troll has said that he's got a very strong arm and he throws the deep ball very well. So that combination could be pretty potent.
Yeah. So the Pioneers, they start out on the road against Urbana. The rest of the inner city docket, you've got Normal Community is going to host Belleville East, the other Belleville Normal connection there. Central Catholic is traveling to Washington for their game Friday night, and then on Saturday, Bloomington is going up to LaGrange Park for a Nazareth Academy game. That's an interesting start for the Raiders.
Yes. I don't really know too much about Nazareth at this point, but the Raiders are going to be an interesting team. I think they've had they're going to have some new faces, but Rigo Smelzer always seems to put a pretty good team together, and I expect this will be another one.
Yeah, there's a reason Rigo's been around for as long as he has.
Yeah.
So let's take a step outside of the inner city now and take a look at a couple of key area games. First, let's go big Heart of Illinois Conference showdown right off the bat in week one is Fieldcrest visits Tri-Valley.
Yeah. This is a real showdown. If you can have a week one showdown, I think this is it. Fieldcrest is. I believe they were 8-2 last year. They were very good. I mean, Tri-Valley went to the state finals. They lost a lot off that team, but they've got some key guys back, including the quarterback Peyton Roop. Fieldcrest with Drew Barth at quarterback and Grant Jokums at running back. They're going to be a pretty potent offense again too.
Yep, and other key games in the Heart of Illinois on the first week. You've got Leroy visiting GCMS, and then Let's see, EPG is hosting Tremont, so a couple of key games in the heart of Illinois right off the bat.
Yeah, I think the Leroy GCMS game could take about an hour because they both love to run the ball, and Leroy, as Bryce Dooley and Lane Lindstrom, guys who showed last year they can run the ball very well, and so that could be a typical hard-fought, built around the running game type game, and should be a good one.
Another area team to watch this year is going to be Mahomet-Seymour. The Bulldogs have quarterback Joe Kenny back, and they'll have a big team. They're always a team that's going to want to get that Corn Belt title.
Yeah, they've Keith Pogue has done a great job there, and they're good every year. And there's another team that adapts to what they've got. A few years ago, they had a very talented running back, so they ran the ball most of the time. But with Joe Kenny, third year as a starter, he throws the ball very well, and will have his brother, I guess, this year as his primary receiver. So that could be a pretty good connection for them.
Yeah, Tom Kenny's going to have some big shoes to fill with the absence of Cully Day, who graduated, now one of our top receivers in the area.
Yeah, he was a really good one, and I don't know that they can fully replace him, but they've probably got enough weapons to get the job done.
Well, that's going to be about do it. Be sure to pick up the Pantagraph or check Pantagraph.com every week for results from every Friday's games. And watch for our next Pantagraph Prep Preview, where we'll take a look at the Week 2 games, and we'll actually have some results to talk about.
Yes, that's right.
Thanks for watching.